Oh boy, what a long day. Sure, I'm ready to go home.
Hi, do you know about breaking and entering?
Come in. Are you talking about the music website where I can find all of Milwaukee's music in one place?
Yep.
And that means anything I want?
Yep.
Pop?
Yep.
Rock?
Mm-hmm.
R&B?
Yep.
Folk?
Yep.
Indie?
Yep.
Hip-hop?
Of course.
Norwegian death metal?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Uh-huh.
Now get out.
Wait, what?
Breaking and Entering, the Milwaukee music website for you.
Welcome to another edition of Mr. Nice Guy. I'm Ben Slowey. Today on the show, we got the amazing Milwaukee hip-hop duo. They are performing at the Walker's Point Music Hall in just a couple days on the 31st for their event Hip Hop Against Heroin. They are drinking the Pabst Brewery Dry on June 14th. Product placement. Mm-hmm. And their latest album, or EP, is The Butterknife Effect, with the lead single, Probably Crazy. Thank you guys for being on the show.
Dude, thanks for having us, man.
Thank you,
this is super cool.
Oh yeah, dude. I've seen like a bunch of other cool artists on the show, and I'm like, dude, this just looks like a good time. So.
It's a great time, man. We just sip some beer, just chat it up.
I like that.
Talk about what's real in our lives these days. So, the theme of the show, we talk about love and fear. As creatives, it's kind of like the driving force as an artist to be using love and fear as a way to express yourselves as an outlet, to express things you don't express otherwise, and especially with hip hop. I've had a lot of hip hop artists on the show, and it's really amazing to see how they turn feelings into words, and how they really speak to people that have similar struggles just through words and a beat. Man, it's incredible. And I've seen you guys perform. The first time I saw you guys was at the Tonic Tavern with Schleeberry. Shout out.
Hey, that was turned. It's always turned with Schlee.
I've given her so many shout outs on this show, damn near every episode.
Here's your shout out.
Yeah, this is a shot down.
Shot down. Oh.
Shout down?
Shout in?
Shout in?
I don't know.
Well,
whatever the opposite of shout out is.
I love you, Schlee.
So that was the first time I had heard you guys and met you guys, and it was a super fucking lit show. I was watching how interactive you guys were of the crowd. They literally pulled songs out of a hat for what they were going to perform.
It was a pitcher. It was an empty pitcher.
Yeah.
Ping pong balls. That was fun, man. We always try to change up our shows. We just want to make them different, but still just as dope as the last one,
Definitely. You always want that kind of unique, especially when you do so many shows in the Milwaukee area, you want to always have that unique draw that brings people in, makes them wonder, what the fuck are they gonna do next? Yeah. So that makes it a lot of fun.
Shit, I wonder what we do next sometime.
Yeah, for real.
Well, that speaks a lot to your versatility too, because it's if you can just pull a song out of a pitcher and then just bring that energy on demand. Not all artists can do that. So
thanks, man.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah. I think that's kind of something we pride ourselves in. We try, we don't really box ourselves in as far as what type of beats we like, what genre of music we like. So, there's so many different influences that it's just fuck it, go for it,
For real.
Also, I want to acknowledge we have dude, these guys came prepared. They came with a whole ass cooler that's currently
I actually need one.
Sitting right there.
I would put it on the table, but it might break.
Yeah. Yeah, Keez is over here with his button-up shirt. He looks like he's about to hit the 4th of July fireworks.
Yeah, always
Fancy
ready.
over here, motherfuckers.
And-
We fancy.
Never seen Yogi without the sunglasses.
Neither have I.
Man, it's
He sleeps in those.
it's unknown what's under there.
There's some really low eyes. You know, when I get super high, my eyes get like this big.
I'll tell you what. You know, one time I took a whoa.
Whoa!
One time at a Rick Ross concert, he pulled up his sunglasses, and I had like never seen the dude without sunglasses, and all of a sudden I was like, "Oh fuck, that's intimidating." He like stared through my soul, bro. So it's a good thing you got sunglasses. Makes you look.
I don't want to look at any
Makes you
souls
look
right
more
now.
friendly.
Right? Yeah, man. Well, we're gonna speak into our souls right now today. So I want to like kind of start from the beginning.
For sure.
I want to talk a little bit about just like your beginnings. You know, where did you guys start really first identifying with hip hop music, and how that eventually caused you guys to form together?
Oh man, well, so I like always freestyled on like the bus and shit. So I broke my hand. I always wanted to play guitar. I broke my wrist and I was in a cast for like a year and a half. Could not play guitar, so I was like, fuck it. Might as well just write some raps, and I wrote some raps, and I was like, dude, maybe I should play a song, you know? And
Yeah.
then like hearing the crowd, and like I just fell in love, man, and it's my shit. And then I met Keezy on the east side at this party,
Nice.
and he was spitting, I was spitting, I was like, yo, that shit's dope, bro. Just like that. That's exactly what happened. And then, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, for me, I don't know. I guess hip hop was always kind of a thing. I remember being like young as hell and knowing all the words to Colt 45, but I wasn't allowed to swear at the time. Like
You had
my
to edit
sisters
it?
were, I had to edit it, so I was literally like editing the whole song as I'm spitting it. It was like,
Probably the first rap song most people knew all the words to.
right? Like how can you not?
2001.
Man, and then I don't know. The older I got, the more you start to see like Wayne and even like Eminem, Kanye, shit like that. Like the early days of that shit, and then you start to explore like back, and you find out more about like the NWA's, fucking Tupac, Biggie, Ice Cube type shit.
Legends,
So
man.
yeah, shit's crazy.
How did like the first first time you guys so I know you guys said like you were freestyling and stuff, so like when and where was the first time you guys like performed as a duo?
Was it the rave?
No, oh yeah.
Was it? It was like one of those side stage
Pay to play shows.
And I wasn't even like.
Don't ever pay to play.
I wasn't even really rapping yet. We weren't a duo yet. I was more just kind of
like a hype man.
Yeah, I was
Sure,
more just like helping him out and shit. And it was so funny, bro. Who was there that night? Like Yo Gotti or some shit.
For sure, Yo
Oh, shit.
Gotti.
Yeah.
And it was
a
crazy,
mismatch.
and like our fucking parents came to this shit,
It
we're
was like
just
a big deal. Like,
it
it was
was
so long ago.
It was funny. Yeah, never pay to play. Fuck all you that do that.
Why flip off the camera so much, man? They didn't do anything.
Maybe a shady venue.
Hey man,
It was shady.
It's like watching.
hey, it gets a reaction, doesn't it? Right?
Boom.
They're like, hey,
Yeah.
who's this
Damn
guy?
Keys.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say like the Ram is one hell of a first show to be playing, but
It really wasn't. No.
Yeah,
It
no.
was like I guess like the first real show was probably.
We set up a show in like South Milwaukee at this bar, and I remember we stopped the whole show to take dollar shots.
Oh, dude, we were so drunk at the end of the show. Like, we weren't remembering our lines. Even when we were, you couldn't understand what the fuck we were saying, dude. I mean, it was bad. Like you said, he literally stopped the show because they announced dollar shots, and we just, like, walked off stage, went to the bar for, like, 10, 15 minutes, and then tried to, like, continue the show. It was totally a shit show, but it was, like, a really good lesson learned.
Definitely took our lumps.
yeah, right. Yeah, what's the the writing process look like for you guys? Because I know you guys do you exchange a lot of verses and whatnot.
Sure.
You guys like pepper each other, like how does that look like when you guys are working together?
So when we write music, we find the beat, and then we start with the chorus. So me and
Always start
Keys
with
will
the
sit there and come up with the melody, and then we'll put words to it, and then we really just break off And like
He'll
he'll
do
go
his
write his
thing,
shit. I'll
get
go
it
write
done
my
on a
shit.
good day, and I'll sit on it for like a long ass time.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring that up, but-
Start from like the back of the song, and it's
Keez writes weird as hell, dude.
it's like a.
I just like write like line by line,
right?
And then Keezy's all over. I don't even know how he does it. I'm just like, dude.
I don't even like write notes. It's because then I'm like, it feels too concrete now, even though I can just delete it.
No. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I wanna hear like what the, because I've talked to a lot of people about the relationship with like smoking and making music. Well, let's talk about drinking and making music, because it goes one way or another for a lot of people.
It totally does. You know, you get to a point. You know, we love to have a couple beers, or pretty much any type of liquor, or whatever.
12 beers.
Right.
And so you start getting to like that point where you're just buzzing enough where like there's really no like filter, and you don't like censor yourself, and then like you start thinking freely, and then the ideas just start fucking going.
Yeah.
Like me and YB will write like 3 songs in a night if we can like keep that nice buzz. But once we start going over that, it's just
a point
then
where
it's just a
like,
shit show. You look at something you wrote the next day, and you're like, what the fuck does that
This
even
is trash.
mean? Yeah, for real, dude. Like, so there's a very fine line. Like, I mean, we can do it sober too, but what's the fun in that?
When was the last time you wrote a song sober?
I don't know.
Been a minute or two.
I couldn't tell you.
I guess I couldn't tell you, but I'm sure there's had to be one in there somewhere.
Man, that's why I like drinking on the show, because that's where the dicier questions start coming.
Yeah,
out.
let's go, man.
You just like the inhibitions get lowered, and I'm just, it strangely helps you sort of, phrase something a lot more like just,
Clear
and clear
Zero
cut.
fucks given.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
No beating around the bush, man.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Pissing in the bush, dude.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally my walk home every time. Like from going from River West to East Side, literally every time I'm pissing in some bush.
Somebody's bush is getting
I was
pissed.
gonna say, I'd be a liar.
If you live on Center Street or Humboldt, chances are I probably pissed in your bushes.
Yeah, whichever one's like the most dead, I'm in front by the
Yeah, that was me.
Sorry.
Yeah, all right. So,
routine.
talk about a little bit about the butter knife effect. What's that? What does that mean? The butter knife effect. I know the butterfly effect. Great movie, but
So when we came up with the butter knife effect, we had the 6 songs that are on it, and we love them, and we were just like, let's just come up with a name that has absolutely no fucking idea what it like. It doesn't mean anything on the songs.
Yeah.
So then we were sitting there forever, just saying dumb shit. And I saw a
Per
butter
use.
knife like somewhere. I was like, the butter knife effect.
And and then when we first released it, we would tell people the most fucked up shit. Like, it means like when you get a prostitute and she comes back to your room and then you fall asleep and you wake up and your jewelry's gone type shit. That's the butter knife effect. And every single person I'd tell like a different weird ass story to. And eventually everyone kind of caught on. They're like, I don't think that's what that actually means. Fuck you.
it was a very instinctive name.
Yeah, and like the photo art was amazing. Shout out to CMA Design. But that picture, like, I feel like that like made the whole thing actually legit, because otherwise it'd be stupid. I don't know. We're gonna like sword
Right.
fight with big ass butter knives
Right.
or something. I don't know. We had like
no
the
ideas,
dumbest
like-
ideas for this
Right.
picture, dude, and like.
We just knew, it was something that you'd read and you'd be like, the butter knife effect, like what the fuck does that even mean, And that kind of just like describes us in a nutshell when people talk to us or hear us. Excuse me.
Bless you. So we're talking about the thematic material on this project. And I know your guys' first EP came out 3 years ago now.
Fuck, it's been that long.
Yeah, 2016.
It's only been that
Please
long?
send liquor.
Fuck.
So I guess how did you guys grow from one EP to another, and what are some of the topics you guys touch on with this project?
Man, it's crazy because we were living in California when we wrote Police and Liquor.
Okay.
And I had never recorded in a studio really, and like I had never released a project except for like one song with him, which I don't even think is online anymore. And so the butter knife effect was really us just kind of, people call us party rap, whatever the fuck. I don't, sure, yeah. whatever you want
Works,
to call it.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and that was a lot of the vibes that we had being out in Cali. I mean, it was a great time.
What part of Cali?
South
Southern
Cali.
Cal.
Yeah.
Never been.
Garden
Always
Grove.
wanted to go.
Beautiful. The
is
traffic
beautiful.
sucks.
Traffic is the
but, like
worst.
the tacos are fucking top notch,
Oh, yeah.
and the weather is perfect every day.
Man, that's amazing. We need some of that right now.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, going forward, then we took a long break from music because we were so focused on. We had a talk show, The Power Hour, where we would just get fucking lit, you know.
Straight up.
And that started to take away from the music and kind of like strained our friendship and our relationship. So, you know, we kind of like had a long talk, like, yo, if we're gonna fucking do this shit, we need to like go full speed at it, you know, and not cut corners. And so I think that, you know, and plus finding a little bit of success from the butter knife or from Please Send Liquor, you know, you kind of start to see people for who they truly are and how things, you know, you start to see how the music industry works. And
Right.
I think a lot of that, just the growing up kind of, but still being like those lovable drunk bastards, you know, is kind of portrayed on that.
For sure.
No, that was
Did I-
great. That
was
was
that good?
fucking on
Was that good? I don't
point,
know.
dude.
Fuck.
I couldn't have said it like that. I don't know how I'd say it, but
Well, cheers.
I'm good. I'm glad I don't have to.
Bro, it's like living with someone. You see someone for, you know, who they are outside of the public eye, you know, how they treat their living space, how just their lifestyle just manifests, and it's like, you know, some people lock in with that and some don't.
Right.
And, you
Yeah.
know, I think that's a big thing that teaches bands and other, you know, outfits of like, you know, a lot about themselves and how they operate with other musicians when they're on the road constantly or when they're in a completely different setting that they've never been in before.
For sure.
And it teaches you a lot about just like how you work on like how you work under the, like the whole go
Yeah.
lifestyle.
For sure.
And just how you respond to like foreign lands and shit.
Right, you have to definitely be able to like work with other people, whether it be, you know, like your homie or a producer, you know, a venue. You have to be able to work with people, and you need to be like adaptable as fuck, you know, because shit's always changing. And if you're not doing something right, you can either blame everyone else or you can look at it and be like, yo, what am I doing wrong?
Exactly.
If a lot of people are telling you a lot of different people telling you something, then, you know, maybe you need to take a little consensus
Some
there.
fucking self-reflection for real,
Fucking
dude.
saying, dude.
I feel it.
Man, I remember like all the shit I knew I needed to work on when I was growing up. Like when I finally like grew up and looked at inwardly at like, man, this is all the fuck shit that like I do. Like it all, dude. I remember like when I would get those like report cards like in elementary school and like growing up, like what my teachers would say about me, and they were like spot on. Right.
Right, dude? Like, damn, they just called that one, didn't they?
You beat me, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro.
Brother. Yeah, so you guys were in California, so what made you guys decide to come back home?
You know, we just feel like if we can't like get Milwaukee behind us, like no city is gonna be behind us.
So we don't
like,
deserve another
Yeah,
city.
like-
If you know, if we're
we
not
can't like rep Milwaukee like that, then
right, right.
you know. So we had to come back and just do our thing here. And I'm happy, dude. I love
really
Milwaukee
happy we
so
did too,
much, dude.
You
yeah.
guys are succeeding, dude.
We kind of like told ourselves after Police and Liquor, we're like, dude, we need to become more invested in the local scene, not just the music, but you know, local business in general. And so we kind of started making it a point, you know, going out to more shows, you know, going to the local festivals and just fucking really getting involved with the city. And I think it's paid off a lot. You know, we've met a lot of dope ass people.
So many dope people.
And we've,
yeah.
you know, we've been fucking blessed for like to get a lot of the opportunities that we've gotten, and it's just fucking nuts, dude. Like I would have never expected, you know, when we were in California that we would have ever been, you know, gelling with the mill this well. At least I think we are. I don't know.
You said gelling.
If you don't like it, then
You
fuck
gelling,
you.
bro?
You know, do
Hey,
yourself.
flip off the camera again.
Yeah, for real. It's been a while.
But I've noticed a lot of Milwaukee artists will do that. They'll move somewhere else for a little while, but they always end up coming back here. Like they always, like they'll experience like a new place for a couple years or so, but a lot of them just kind of like migrate back on to, you know, Cream City.
Illy Milly.
I don't know. I think it's like a mixture. I guess it depends on like where they're going and why they're going there. You know, like if it, as far as like artists who are, you know, trying to make it, going out to like LA and shit. You know, maybe they see they have a better chance in the middle. I don't know.
Let's talk about, you know, some of the like the reason why you initially reached out to me.
Yes.
Like, man, I want to talk about this. Let's talk about hip hop against heroin, because that's coming up in 2 days
2
now.
days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Friday.
like right around the fucking corner.
Shit, dude. Well, I think that for one, like that it's pretty self-explanatory. You guys are bringing awareness to an extremely lethal issue that's plaguing Milwaukee and surrounding areas right now. So talk about a little bit. Let's
Like, you know, it's nationally recognized. Like that. Have you known someone that's been affected by that?
several.
Everyone,
I'm sure,
right?
yes,
Everyone,
I'm sure
dude.
everybody. Like, you could walk down the street and ask every person, like, and 9 times out of 10, they'd be like, "Yeah, dude, that shit."
Junior year of high school, a friend of mine went to rehab for heroin.
Fuck,
Damn,
dude.
bro.
17 years old.
Holy
It's
fuck.
like I mean, it's terrifying that it affects people from, you know, such a, you know, a young and vulnerable age too.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So, I guess like with your guys' own personal experience, like, you know, with this on this topic of like the heroin opioid epidemic going on right now, like, yeah, I guess like what made you guys want to do this?
We've been talking about doing this for like
ever,
3
dude.
years
Yeah,
now.
you know, we've really we've wanted to do something like this for a long time, because everyone knows someone, and like I feel like the older you get, the more you just see people fucking dropping like flies, dude. And a lot of people, you know, you don't even hear about it because maybe they overdosed but didn't die, you know. So like there's hella people that go through this shit, and I just, you know, we got to a point where we were like, I feel like we have enough of kind of like a platform where we might be able to do some fucking good, you know, like, and we've been given a lot by this city, you know, a lot of opportunity, and it's just kind of like felt right. We wanted to do something to fucking give back.
And we haven't really seen anything like this, you know. Like, I feel like no one's really like raising awareness like that, and it's something we can definitely help fix, you know. And we should.
Yeah. So how is the event structured?
So we partnered up with a couple different people. First, Fourth Dimension Sobriety, which is right here in Milwaukee.
Shout out Jason Gonzalez.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Jason, he's dope. Yeah, he was been super cool to work with. We reached out to him and said, "Yo, we want to put on this event, help raise money, you know, give treatment to people who want it but maybe can't afford it."
Yeah.
And then we want to
Preventative education for the youth.
Right. Yeah, we want to like be able to like not like a DARE program where they say like don't, you know, people are gonna offer you drugs.
Yeah.
Your whole
What
life.
do you
just,
say?
Just so you know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn.
but you know, it's not like that, and we want like real stories. You know, we want kids, you know, older kids, you know, because the older you get, the more at risk you become. And, you know, just let people know, like, yo, like, my friends are dead, you know, Ben, I almost died, it fucked my shit up.
Yeah.
And, like, let them know, like, this is how it really is. So, we have super dope performers on the bill.
So many dope
Yeah, let's
performers.
hear him. What we got?
King Miles.
Yep, King Miles.
Shout out King Miles.
Real High Tribe in the fucking building.
Yes, sir.
Delmar the Poet,
Also,
he reached out to us after we announced the show, and we had like one slot open, and he reached out to us like ASAP,
Yeah,
like
right when it
within
was
like
announced.
a minute of it dropping. He was like, "Yo, dude, this shit hits home with me," you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, dude!" So like, cheers to Delmar, we're geeked for that shit. Fucking Niall was like
Oh,
blowing
big
the
shout
fuck up,
out.
right?
Niall's great.
He is
Yeah,
getting the fuck
good
off right
shit,
now,
dude.
bro.
Yeah.
And you know,
Vincent Van Great.
yeah, Vincent Van Great is
Wait,
gonna be
Ninja
one of the.
Sauce.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, when they just saw
I
us.
just saw them last weekend at Company Brewing.
Yeah,
dude.
Vincent Van Great's fantastic.
He's the man, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out Vincent, bro.
Super genuine dude.
He is. He's taught us a lot, and like, you know, we knew we wanted some bigger names on the bill. You know, just some strong voices that people would listen to.
Yeah.
You know, and so he fucking jumped on the opportunity. You know, he's like, hell yeah, dude. You know, everyone has. And then we also have DJ Mondo.
Yep.
Oh,
spinning.
Mondo's
So-
house.
Yeah, dude.
Good.
Like that dude brings the fucking
Yeah.
house down, man. And
For one,
Sure,
also, dude has the funniest fucking Twitter. Mondo, you have great tweets. I stand your
that,
Twitter.
I don't know if I even fucking follow him.
Oh,
I'm
he's
gonna,
all-
I'm gonna have to follow you.
I'm gonna follow you too, cuz.
I like just started fucking with Twitter for real.
Yeah.
So like,
Right. But
Okay.
Mondo's really dope as well.
Yeah.
Man, that is a real stack though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. It's gonna be a fun ass night, you know, and like it's a serious issue, and people, you know, it can become like awkward for people to talk about, but we want it to be like a fun environment where we can also be like, hey, by the way, fuck heroin, like don't do that
Yeah,
shit.
do not do that shit, dude.
So it's gonna be, and then after that, it's just like drinks up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
And the
Well, I
pros-
love Walker's Point Music Hall too. It's like
Yes.
the dope.
Oh, it's a beautiful venue.
The stage is so cool, man. Like,
yeah, Jim
is
Jim
amazing.
Rice. Yeah.
I've heard. Is he the one who runs it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard he like really like actually gives a shit about
Dude,
the
he
music.
does.
gives
It's
the most
crazy.
shit about the music.
It's
dude.
crazy, man. You know, I just had a good talk with him today. He's just
Shout out,
so, you know, he wants to see like Milwaukee succeed like as a whole. You know, like he seriously like he doesn't charge, you know, for like, you know, using the sound engineer or whatever. Like he just wants there to be dope music, you know, in Milwaukee. He wants local business to get involved. He's a cool fucking dude. He helped us out a lot.
Amazing,
with this
dude.
too.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think that the cause that you guys are you know shedding light on with this event is it speaks to like even much bigger overarching issues too, with just how fucked up our healthcare system is, and like the pharmaceutical companies, and how it's, a lot of it is all about money, man. Like,
Fuck yeah, dude.
people profit off of, like, these companies profit off of the addictiveness of, you know, these
Yeah,
drugs.
for sure, dude.
Like, you know, you got the opioid drugs that have become gateways to heroin and shit, and like, you know, like you can. It's at the point, and this is the most fucked up but true part about it, is it's at the point where it's not hard at all to find a story or find a documentary based on someone's personal experience.
Right.
Like,
For real.
It's like almost like normal, you know what I'm saying? It's like normal how often you see the shit, where
Right.
people don't really react to it much anymore because it's like, oh, another one.
but just like things like school shootings, we cannot be desensitized to these fucked up issues.
Facts.
fucked up.
We can't, like, man, we have to do everything we can to not be numb to these things.
Right.
And I think that especially because you guys are presenting your cause with, you know, with a fun and interactive event that's also towards something that is greatly beneficial for people in need. Like, you know, I think that, you know, if there's any way to do it, it's that.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Yeah. You know, just trying to like make the message stick, really. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking
beer?
good ass.
Yes.
I'll take one too, man.
Fantastic.
Yo, it sucks. I'm like losing my voice, and that shit scares me.
Because he
dude.
won't stop talking.
It's like it won't come back. Everything leaves me.
It's just another thing that
All
leaves.
in due time.
So on that note, like we mentioned earlier, tell me a bit about this Pabst Brewery event that's coming up. Drinking the Pabst Brewery dry.
We're gonna fucking try.
We're gonna try our best.
Shout out Alan. I
Yes,
think that's a
dude.
brilliant
Alan.
idea.
I agree.
I'm excited.
He told us, he hit us up like, yo, we want to know if you want to play the Pabst Brewery, and you know, once we both got resuscitated, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were like,
It's always been a dream.
We were like, fuck yeah, dude. You know, I've been drinking PBR since, well, I'm not gonna say how long.
No shame in that, man.
Yeah, but
Well before.
and then he told us the name, and I'm like, bet. And then he was like, He's like, we also want Niall and Von Alexander on the bill. And we're like, bet, like
Yeah,
set the shit up
real,
now,
man.
dude. Like for real, that's gonna be a fun show.
I can't wait, man. June 14th.
June 4th.
Yep, and that'll be actually a couple days after we drop our new EP,
Okay.
Public Appearance.
Okay.
Public appearance.
Let's hear
Yeah.
about. Man, we got so many things to hear about. So yeah.
So we just dropped a trailer for our new music video with Schleeberry.
Just
Shout
dropped
out
it
Schlee.
today. Yeah, God,
This
we gotta
time's the
stop
shout
talking
out. Yeah,
about
for real. Jeez, I can't get away from this broad.
Well, I just had Roger and Gonzalez on the show the other night, and
How's he doing?
he's great.
I love that,
it's
man.
Fucking man, we
He's
are
so
feeling
dope.
good. We were sitting and we talk about Schlee. I talked about Schlee with Eli
Jesus
Stones and
Christ, dude.
Spades last week. Talked about Schlee with well, I had Schlee on the show about a month
You
ago.
should just call this the Schleeberry
Yeah, it's just like the
Yeah, right.
it's just the shout out Schlee show. But so you did the video with her.
Yeah, it's literally like a fucking thriller horror movie, dude.
Okay.
It is. It's way more cinematic, theatrical
Yep.
than we've done. You know, we didn't want to do another video of us just, you know, sitting there spitting our verses with with our homies or with like a party behind us. You know, we've done that before. It's cool, but we really wanted to take the video game up to the next level. So it's like a whole fucking
Production.
hostage
Yeah.
situation. It's
Yeah.
crazy, dude. It's so
Makeup.
cool.
First time I ever had makeup on, dude.
Yeah,
it,
dude.
it was pretty fucking cool. Like
First
I'd
time,
probably do it
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah, dude. I fuck with makeup. Makeup. So
No.
it just gives you it just brings out a new component to yourself you don't.
Oh man,
you don't
it-
know, man.
Like
You
the
know,
mask, bro.
No, it was crazy. You know, we had fake blood. It was we got stopped by the cops.
Shout out Plan Man for letting
Shout
us use
out
his
to
barn,
Plan
dude. I
Man
hope
for
you
letting
watch
us use
this.
his sketchy barn.
Sketchy as fuck, by the way.
Yeah, and it's the whole project I feel like it's like a little bit of
I
police
can't-
and liquor with a little bit of butternut
Yeah,
effect, but it's also like
completely
neither of them,
different.
right? It's also like neither of them.
It's
at
so
all.
hard to. We got a Keez sing track on there.
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna be singing a little bit.
Yeah, sounds gorgeous.
We got
Do re mi type
fucking
shit.
yeah, right.
for real.
Yeah, for real, dude. We got 2 tracks produced by Vincent Van Great on there.
Shout out
It's
Vincent
dope.
Van Great.
And once
He's
again,
featured on one. It's gonna be dope.
We're shooting our next music video Sunday for a song that Charlie Cooks produced. Shout
Ooh,
out,
yes.
shout out Charlie Cooks.
It's gonna
man.
be dope. It's gonna be so much fun.
that's fantastic. So I wanna like hear about how did when so obviously like you guys are pretty like well-known established hip-hop duo in the city
Oh,
and
thank you, dude.
you're welcome. And man, people have a ton of fun at your shows. How does it impact you when someone tells you like, man, that was a really fucking fun show? Like
It feels really good. It does.
Yeah, dude,
You
like-
know, we're always the first to be like, oh, we did this wrong. You know, we could have done this better. You know
gotta be
what
your
I'm
own worst
saying?
critic.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's for the fans, you know? Because, like, without the fans, there's not shit going on for us.
sure.
Like, there's like, no reason to do this if
Dude.
people don't like it.
Straight up.
And so when people say we do good and shit, it just, like, warms my heart, bro. It makes me want to, like, get back in there and, like, do it better so the next time they see it, they're like, I didn't think you could do it better, but you did. And then I got to do it better after that. And then at some point, we got to peak, but no.
It's really cool to hear it from other artists, you know,
Yeah.
that you respect, because it's, you know, hearing something from an artist standpoint is totally different, you know, because you'll think about the production and the marketing, you know, you'll go into the whole music business mindset, but to hear, you know, dude, that was dope from an artist, you know, one of your peers, you're like,
yeah, right.
you know,
Well,
like,
I've
psychs you up a little bit.
it definitely like it's like people won't like it's like people won't know unless you make a big deal out of like your mistakes, you know. It's like
Yeah.
people don't like people aren't gonna point shit out unless like kind of you point it out and like, you know, make a
For
big deal out of it
for
and you're
sure.
like, man, I fucked that up, like
Yeah.
shit, and like you stumble on it. Like it's like if you just kind of, you know, play it off,
Gotta
move
play it
forward
off,
and just
man.
do it better next time, then
Got to.
That's
Just gotta
the move.
keep walking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't look back, especially during like a show. You just
right.
fucking go on to the next one. Try again
Mm-hmm.
another time. it's crazy. Like I feel like people don't realize like how close Milwaukee is to like blowing up musically.
It could happen literally like any day.
for real.
And there's like so much talent. It's crazy because like I would say like 90% of the music we listen to that's like when we're
It's
not
like
writing music
Milwaukee
is
music.
local fucking shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, it's phenomenal. And so it's cool to see like people that like fuck with other artists and spread that fucking support.
I also just love, particularly like I love like going to all kinds of hip hop shows, but like seeing a duo show is super fun. Like I mean, shout out Gorilla Ghost, shout out Higher Power. Like those guys are really dope.
I probably couldn't do it if it was just me. Dude. Like I'd fuck that shit up sideways.
It's cool
In a bad way, not even in a good way,
It's crazy. Like we'll go through. We'll rehearse for a show and we'll be like, oh, we're gonna do this when this comes up, and then it gets this show and something totally different fucking happens, but we're still just bouncing off each other, like just going ape shit with it. We're like, it's cool. Like once you get that kind of natural synergy, dude, where nowadays, like I'll fucking tell you when he's got to take a piss, probably in like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like
It becomes queued up. It becomes part of the show.
damn right.
All right.
Yeah.
So, as we're gonna close out, so Keys, I'll start with you. What keeps you up at night?
What keeps me up at night? The fact that I don't want to wake up and go to work in the morning, and
True shit.
and I write like my best music late at night.
Yeah.
I'm like a midnight to 3 o'clock music
Those
writer.
racing thoughts, man.
Yeah, dude.
Man, it's a whole mood right there.
Fucking love it.
Yogi B,
Yes, sir.
what keeps you up at night?
Booze.
Yeah. Straight up though, I don't know, dude. Just like I definitely do not want to go like to be a carpenter the next day type shit.
Yeah,
So that
that's-
sucks. But yeah, besides that, like just weed.
Yeah.
Like what am I supposed to say?
Sativas?
My dreams. My dreams of becoming the next icon.
Some cliche deep.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, people give me varied answers with that. Some people give a really blunt face value answer. Some people get deep and shit. But
That's fair. I respect it.
but what puts you to sleep?
Not weed, honestly. Like weed wakes me the fuck up. Honestly, it's just like I just can't stay awake anymore. I'm like, dude, I think we've had like a decently productive day. I'm like literally falling asleep in this fucking chair. I think it's time for me to give in and wake up and go be a fucking carpenter.
Yeah, usually just like we usually don't eat, and then like after we're done making music, it's like 11, and we just go just eat a fuck ton of food. And I'm just like I'm tired as fuck, and that's what puts me to sleep.
Good shit. Thank you for watching, Mr. Nice Guy.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you,
bro.
guys.
For real, dude.
Thank
It's
you.
fun as fuck. Remember, we got on Friday the Hip Hop Against Heroin. We've got their show at the Pabst Brewery and Tap Room on June 14th, and also look out for public
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 appearance.
appearance.
Couple
Music
days.
video drops on next Tuesday, June 4th. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.